one of the reasons I started the Saturday morning practice is so that we could set the tone for the weekend. Because when we start our day a certain way, we set the tone for the day, and we reset when we go to bed. At the weekend, we see it as a unit. So beginning the weekend with this practice to help set the tone for Saturday and Sunday. For most of us, that's the custom. These are the days of rest, or the days of adventure. Whatever they are to you, we're setting the tone for that in our practice today. So really focusing on the quality of the breath, we're going to see what it's like when we aren't in that victorious breath, and we're letting the body just work with the atmosphere and let the atmosphere push life breath into you, and the body presses it right back out. And just watching that process without your intervention to start. And if we didn't intervene, maybe the breath would be different. Maybe it would be more deep, or maybe it would be more shallow, but it wouldn't be consistent. And so now we shift into that breath that gives us consistency, that we create, that we power. So let us begin victorious breath by taking a breath in through the nose, opening the mouth, fogging out through the mouth. Mouth stays open, fog inwardly. Close the mouth, exhale through the nostrils. Inhaling through the nostrils. Exhaling. Keep moving through this breath, and as you're going through, keep your attention on the belly. So you're breathing in, and then at the top of the inhale, the belly will draw in slightly, and you start to feel a little bit of that pressure, that tension, resistance in the belly pulls in. And then as you exhale all the way out to pull that, or to push that air out, you're also going to feel at the bottom of the exhalation, the belly pulling in. When we're really aware of that, the breath is going to be more complete. We could take Ujjayi breath and still not do it completely. So focus on the belly and see that it's going to be moving. So at this time, let's shift over to the belly. We're going to go right back to the belly, hands and knees. I say back to the belly because we were trying to be there earlier and my audio was off. So we have the forehead down, the arms down alongside the body. Drop the shoulders, drop the heels to the sides of the mat. So the big toes are touching. Now just take a few breaths like this in Ujjayi Pranayama, where you can sense the belly a little bit more. Especially at the bottom of the exhale, you feel the belly push into the mat. And then on the next inhale, lift the head, lift the shoulders, the chest, and then lift the arms, and then just exhale, lower down. So we're going to continue this with the breath, inhaling, lifting the head and the arms, and then exhaling, lowering. And what we'll do is not lift the head so that you look forward. We're just going to lift the head enough where you can lift the chest, the shoulders, just be looking down towards the mat, lifting the arms. Exhale, lowering down. So waking up the back muscles this morning. Inhaling. Exhaling. So now, I forgot to mention here, we want the heels to touch now. So we want to bring the feet together, and then see if you can also activate the thighs as you are moving through, up and down. Feeling the power behind the breath. Letting the breath be that thing that's moving the body, right? So if you really feel that power, which you are part in creating. You can link these together. A few more. And the final one, we're going to lift the arms, trunk, head, and then also lift the feet and spread the toes. Then draw the heels towards each other as best as you can. Maybe they can touch. Take 2 more deep breaths. Feeling the legs fully engaged, the low back even more so. And then exhale, lower down. Bring the hands down under the shoulders. Push up, and then rest in child's posture. Balasana. Heels and bottom now touching the forehead, now resting somewhere. And we can sense the low back, the mid back, the upper back. After that activation, sensing changes in sensation. Three more breaths, watching the low back relax. And then on the next inhalation, we'll rise up to table posture, hands and knees. And we'll take a few cat-cows here. So hands down, fingers spread wide, knees under hips. Start with a cat. So pull the belly in, around the back, let the head come down. Maybe gaze towards the navel, get a little bit more stretching in the neck here. And then inhale, relax the belly, dip the chest down, bring the head forward, lifting the head. Exhaling. And inhaling. Every little movement, this idea of mindfulness, is every little movement we're paying so much attention to it. And it's the same idea of mindfulness, but this is the whole practice. And so really pay attention to all the little small motions, the subtle experiences in the body. It's a vehicle for your consciousness. Consciousness, really paying attention what is happening with the body. And then we'll dip the belly and take the hands forward a step to come into downward facing dog. Roll over the toes, lift the hips, take them up and back. Maybe a little movement. We're going to flow a little bit, and I think we're going to take sun salutation, but we're going to walk the hands back to the feet today and just do it a little bit differently here. So walking hands back to the feet, find yourself in a forward fold at the back of the mat, and then we'll bend the knees, and on the next inhale, come up halfway so you feel the tailbone shifting up behind you. Obviously it's behind you, but it's shifting up. And then we'll take the arms out to the side. So we have the knees bent. So we have maybe some tightness in the back of the legs that we're working with. And as that tightness fades, then we can be here with straightening the legs and keeping the back flat, parallel to the ground. Exhale, lower down. Next inhale, arms out to the sides, knees bent, and then rise all the way up to standing. Once you get there, straighten the legs. Take the arms upwards. Bring the palms together. Exhale, thumbs to the heart center. Inhale, reach the arms upwards, look up. On the exhale, side bend to the right. Right fingers to the left wrist to pull that arm up and over. Inhaling, center. And then exhaling over to the left. Inhaling, center, looking upwards. Exhale, fold forward over the legs, release down. Inhale, come up halfway, lengthen, look forward. And then we'll exhale, bring the hands down and walk forward to the top of a push-up into plank posture. Now remember, we have knees for support if we need them. So I'm going to start with knees just to see where I'm at. Knees are behind the hips. Elbows stay over the wrist. Heart comes forward. On the exhalation, lower all the way down by bending the elbows, keeping the back straight. Then we can bring tops of the feet to the mat. Pressing into the arms, lifting the chest, squeezing shoulders down and back. And then exhale, lift the hips, roll over the toes, downward facing dog. We'll take a few breaths here. Tailbone shifting upwards. So rather than downwards, if it's downward like this, be something like this, it means that we could give space a little bit more to the body by bending the knees and then shifting away from the arms. The trunk lowers. Let's walk hands back towards the feet. And then we'll inhale. Come up halfway, lengthen. Maybe knees are going to stay bent. Maybe straightening again, little by little. Exhale, lowering. Inhale all the way up to standing. Reach the arms upwards. Sealing this, palms together, thumbs in towards the heart center. And then let's begin again. So inhaling, arms upwards. Exhaling, bending to the right. Inhaling, center. Exhaling, left. Inhaling, center, looking up. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, come up halfway, lengthen. Lift the head. Exhale, lower, walk the hands forward, and then we'll take a vinyasa. If you like a little extra challenge today, you might keep the knees up, or you might take a couple push-ups, whether the knees are down or up. Finding back bend, and then into downward facing dog. Let's take a couple more cycles on your own. If you are feeling antsy, you might want to take a few sun salutations with more or less time in downward facing dog. It's really up to you. It's up to your nervous system and how it works. So check in and see how you feel. And then whenever you're ready to begin, take a couple more cycles. Once you've gone through the whole cycle, we'll be meeting in Samastitihi, standing at the back of the mat actually, and then having palms together, thumbs in towards the heart center. So if you're already there, just a few more breaths. If you're on your way, take your time. Thumbs pressed to the heart center. You can feel the heartbeat in the hands, and that is a wonderful indication of, what's happening in our practice, what's happening in our bodies, our minds, being able to put these things together and see how they work together. Okay, at this time, let's bring the big toes together, the heels apart, and then we'll bend into the knees and take the bottom back, pull the pelvis in. Release the arms down along the body, roll the shoulders a few times. So we're working with Utkatasana. Lift the toes as well, so you can feel what the four corners of the feet are, the ball and the heel of the feet, the inner parts of them. So feel those on the mat, rolling shoulders a few times. Roll the other way. And then we'll take the arms upwards, palms face each other, shoulders back and down. Again, pull the pelvis in. So once I work with my arms, my lower body gets distracted, and then I lose what I was trying to stabilize. So I have to restabilize. Sink in a little bit more deeply. Sink until you start to feel the thighs and the glutes fully engaged. And then we'll exhale, lower the arms, the trunk, the head, and then fold. Now we'll heel toe the feet so they're hips distance apart, and just hang out here for a moment. So if you have blocks, the blocks are a little far from me, and you can rest your hands on the blocks so that maybe the limbs could all be straight. Straight legs, straight arms. And if that means you're at the highest height of your block, that's okay. We're going to let the head go enough so that we are looking past the knees. And then we're going to focus on elongating the exhalation in comparison to the inhalation. So maybe your inhalation will last 5 seconds, 6 seconds. We're going to tag on an extra second, 2, maybe 3 to the exhalation. And then just stay even with that. So if your inhalation is 6 seconds, then let your exhalation maybe be 8 seconds. A couple more rounds of this. That exhalation really helps the body relax. When we focus on elongating the inhalation, we fill up a little bit more with prana. So we're manipulating the breath to work with our energetic bodies. And then Let's inhale, come up halfway, lengthen, release the blocks, walk the hands forward, and come all the way down to the belly as we did before. If you'd like a little challenge, you can lower down from a push-up and keep the back straight. You might even lift a leg as you lower all the way down, and then bring the arms alongside the body, tops of the feet to the mat again. Forehead down. Relax the heels to the sides, let the shoulders drop. Okay, next inhalation, bring the heels together. Firm the legs up. Begin to lift the head, the chest, take the shoulders back and lift the arms. We're going to hold this one this time. So we're still going to keep the neck in line with the back, looking towards the mat. It's a little uncomfortable when we've got some compression on the belly and we're working with deep breaths, so do your best and watch the belly moving. Next exhalation, lower down. And let everything drop. Take 2 full breaths. And then we'll go ahead and bring the heels together again. Inhale, lift the head, the chest, the arms. And this time you might also lift the feet and spread the toes. So coming into locust. And the body will rock. And if it's not rocking, it means that you're not breathing into the belly. So breathe all the way down there. One more breath. And exhale, lower down. Bring the hands down to the mat, press up, and then rest in child's posture. Couple deep breaths here. And then we'll rise up to table, come into downward facing dog. Going to create a little bit more of a sense of flowing. And before we do so, just consider the body, consider the energy that's behind it. And let's work with it. So maybe you want to feel a higher sense of energy for the weekend, or a calmer sense of energy. Just allow yourself to experience that right now as we move through this next little sequence. So on the next inhalation, lift the right leg up towards the sky, and on the exhale, bring the right foot between the hands. Inhale, take the arms upwards, keep the back heel lifted. And then on the exhale, so this is a crescent lunge here, on the exhale, come into warrior B, arms to a T, left toes shifting to the left side of the mat. Inhale, lift the right arm upwards, the left hand down, look upwards. And then exhale, right forearm to the right thigh. Inhale, reach the left arm up and over. On the exhalation, bring the left palm down next to the right foot. And then inhale the right arm up. So we're going to keep going through this. So I know we're going fast at first, but we're going to go through it together. Bring the right hand down, step the right foot back. You can take a vinyasa or come right into downward facing dog. The next inhalation, Lift the left leg upwards, and then exhale, left foot between the hands. Back heel stays lifted. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, arms to a T, right toes face right side of the mat. Inhale, take the left arm upwards. Exhale, left forearm to the thigh. Right arm up and over on the inhale. On the exhale, bring the right hand down next to the left foot. Inhale, twisting dragonfly, left arm upwards. And then exhale, left hand down. Lift the left foot, step it back, take a transition. Find a back bend. Okay, from downward facing dog, inhale, right leg again. Exhale, right foot between the hands. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, warrior B, arms to a T. Inhale, peaceful warrior, right arm up and over. Exhale, extended side angle, right forearm to right thigh. Inhale, left arm up and over. Exhaling, left palm down. Inhaling, right arm up. Exhale, right hand down. Transition, whatever that is for you. Next inhalation, left leg up. Exhale, left foot between hands. Inhale, rise. Exhale, open, warrior B. Inhale, peaceful warrior, left arm up and over. Exhale, extended side angle, forearm to thigh, right arm up and over. Twisting dragonfly, right palm down. Inhale, left arm up. Look for continuous motion in the arms. Left hand comes down, and then step the left foot back. Transition, and then downward facing dog. Before we go further, let's focus again. Continuous motion in the arms. The legs, most likely, they're going to be stable, right? Otherwise, we're going to fall. They're moving between postures, but really the arms are the continuous movement. So focus on that. Next inhalation, right leg lifts. Exhale, right foot between the hands. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, warrior B. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Left palm down. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, right hand down. Step back, take a transition. Okay, next inhalation, left leg lifts. Exhale, left foot between the hands. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, warrior B. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Forearm comes down. On the inhale, right arm lifts. On the exhale, right hand comes down. Inhale, left arm. Exhale, bring the hand down. Take another transition, and then what we'll do is go through this once again in silence, or you can rest. So whenever you're ready, if you're taking another sequence, go for it now. Now from downward facing dog, we'll be inhaling and lifting the right leg upwards. And on the exhale, take the right knee to the right hand and slide the left leg back. So we'll set up for a hip opener. If pigeon posture in this way doesn't work for your body, then you can find yourself on the back and then bring right ankle to left thigh. If you're here, whenever you're ready, just start to get the trunk and the right leg closer to each other. That's the point, and we can do that in many different ways. Let's see if you can find one that maybe takes less effort, or if you want to feel more effort, if you want to feel more challenge, you can go for that, of course. And we'll sink in. Let the body go heavier and heavier. And actually, a really nice way to, it's not the most eloquent way to express what to do with the body, but it gives you the right picture. Let the body go limp. As you're here, if you have heart down and you're using gravity, let the body go limp rather than fighting gravity. Let gravity press you down and let the body go. We'll take about 3 more breaths. Nice clearing breath out through the mouth. We'll start to rise and come out of this. Now, if you'd like to come out in a stronger variation, you can roll over the back toes, lift the right leg up and behind in a 3-legged dog, or you can bring left knee down and then take right leg behind. We'll have a specific counter posture to what we just did. So with both feet down in downward facing dog, step the left foot forward, slide the right foot as far back as it'll go, and then bring the right knee down, keeping left ankle and left knee lined up with each other. Then we'll lift the trunk and bring the hands to the hips and then sink into the left knee. So the right hip flexor deeply contracted a moment ago, now we're opening it. Okay, so we'll sink in. And then lift the heart. Take the hands behind the tailbone, interlace the fingers, squeeze the shoulders back. Sink further into the left knee. Now release the arms alongside the body and just let the arms, the shoulders rest. Let them hang loose. And at this time, bring the trunk down to the inside of the left foot, heel toe the left foot to the left, and begin to bring the hands down to the mat or maybe to blocks. Check in with this left foot. Let's just bring the left foot to its edge, to the left edge. See the sole of the left foot and then close the foot. So the whole leg is opening and closing. And we'll go through this a few more times. And maybe you keep the leg open Maybe you sink into this a little bit more deeply by bending the elbows, letting the head go. And then we'll press up, bring the foot to the mat, and take the left foot back. Now we'll come into downward facing dog. So from here, or if you're on your back, you'll go back down to the back. We'll take the left leg and set it up, either knee to left hand or ankle on top of right thigh if you're on the back. And then we'll start to sink into this. So based on what we just did with the left hip, the left leg, might need to sway a little bit into this. And then when you're ready, sink in. The sensations can be very intense when we're getting into spots in the body that aren't moving very much all week, areas that we ignore. And it gets really uncomfortable. Of course, we never want to experience pain, but in practicing yoga, we're always really searching for a little bit of discomfort. Areas where we're obviously experiencing sensation that may not be pleasurable. And our breath helps maintain the mind's okayness with that situation. We're getting a little bit deeper. We're going to take 3 more breaths. And then we'll start to come out of this. So just find some movement in that left leg, and then we're going to go a little deeper into the front of the leg. So from downward facing dog, we'll step the right foot forward, slide the left foot back, keep the right knee over the right ankle, and then we'll set the knee down and then rise up. Okay, so once we're here, we can take hands to hips and just press forward into the right knee. Release the arms down and circle the shoulders. And then let's take arms behind tailbone again, interlace the fingers, squeeze the shoulders back, straighten the arms. If that's difficult, if it's not working, you can clasp the opposite elbows with the hands. Sink forward into the right knee a little bit more. And we're going to let these arms just dangle alongside the body again. So just letting them relax. Let the arms, we use the word in our pigeon, we said go limp. See if you can let the arms go limp. Stop controlling the arms. Sink in another breath. And then we're going to lower the trunk to the inside of the right foot, heel toe the right foot to the right, plant the palms. And from here, we're going to be moving this right leg to the right, opening it, and then closing. The foot comes back down. Blocks are really helpful here. If you need to be up higher. Just opening and closing a couple more times. And then we'll keep that leg open. Maybe sink in for a breath or two. And plant the foot. Come back into a table posture, hands and knees. And from here, let's switch over to seated. Cross the ankles, come down to the bottom and bring the hands to the knees. We'll circle the shoulders a few times one way and a few times the other. Okay, take the shoulders up, back, down. Close the eyes for a moment. Sit up tall. Feel the sitting bones. Lean forward a little bit. Notice how you get away from the sitting bones as you lean forward towards the knees. And then come back to be as upright as possible. Maybe even feel the trunk going slightly back. And now you can feel the sitting bones there. Keep the back nice and tall. Lower the chin to the chest. We'll circle the head a couple times. Go 2 times. One way, 2 times the other. Slow motion. Once the chin is down, shake the head out. Take a full clearing breath, maybe some voice. And then bring the head to center. Come into a little twist here. So when you're ready, just twist over to one side. Doesn't matter which. You just take hand to opposite knee. And then the arm in which you're moving towards comes behind. Now give the neck a little bit of movement here by taking the head side to side, up and down. Get a little bit more stretch sensation. And then we'll come to center, twist over to the other side. Give some motion to the head. And come back to center. Extend the left leg out in front, right foot to the inside of the thigh. Inhale, reach the arms upwards. On the exhale, hinge forward and hold something on the leg. So we're going to also incorporate the arms into this. So what we'll do is first focus on the leg. So inhaling, feeling the heart lift. Exhaling, feeling the heart sink, even if it doesn't actually look like it's moving anywhere. Keeping the left foot flexed, maybe bending the knee if you have a lot of tightness. If you're really open in the body, you might be able to take the hand past the foot and then hold the wrist behind the foot. So I can only get there when I'm really, really open. But for some, they're already there. So now we'll incorporate the arms by taking the left arm underneath the right arm and holding onto the outer right thigh or the knee, depending. And then we're going to stretch the back of the shoulders this way. Then we'll take right hand to the outside of the leg or the foot, depending on how low you are. Without strain here, without feeling like it's just so strange it doesn't make sense, then let it make sense. Maybe lift the trunk a little bit more and stay up higher. Essentially, we have the arms crossed. Every exhalation, releasing, feeling the low back open. Another breath. And inhale, rise all the way up. Take the arms, maybe give them a little bit of motion. And then switch legs. Right leg forward, left foot to the inside of the thigh. Inhale, reach the arms upwards. Exhale, hands to the leg. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, sink. Keep the right foot flexed. Now we'll incorporate the arms. So from here, we'll thread the right arm underneath the left, holding on to the outer left leg. And then we have left hand moving to the outer right leg. Gazing past the right toes in a soft gaze. So using the power in the bind, right? If we were here without the bind, the back would collapse and we wouldn't feel so much in the back of the leg. But the position of the arms, the reaching of the heart forward and letting the heart sink as well, all of these conscious positions and motions are aiding the body in this position. We're almost there, and then we're going to rest. And we'll inhale. You can unthread the arms and then rise up. Come all the way down to the back. We're going to help neutralize the spine a bit by twisting. So let's do one leg at a time. Bring the right knee in, extend the left leg. Just really pull this leg in, maybe rock it a little side to side. And then we'll have the right arm out to the right. Guide the right knee over to the left. And turn the head to the right. Bring the right knee to center. And then release the right knee. Draw the left knee in, just moving it a little bit. Left arm out to the left. Guide the left knee over to the right. Keep the left shoulder blade down, turn the head to the left. And we'll bring the left knee back to center. And then release the left knee. And we'll set up now for Shavasana. Taking legs out, away from each other, feet to the corners of the mat. Walk the shoulders back towards each other. And then let the weight of the body come down onto the shoulders. Flip the palms up. Let the hands be at least 6 inches away from the thighs. And let's inhale. Tense the whole body up. Create fists with the hands. Clench the toes, the eyes, the jaw. On the exhale, release all of that. So any tension that's built up over the week, over the years, go ahead and really find the eyes, the body clenching and tightening, 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 tightening. And then exhale, release. Let all of that go. And let this body go limp. Let it deactivate. One more time. And then let go. Feeling the eyes relaxing, the eyelids relaxing, the softening of the whole face, the jaw, the lips, the forehead, the temples, the gums. Feeling the scalp release and relax, the ears, the lobes of the ears, the inner channels of the ears. Feeling the brain relax. Feel the throat relax. Feel the shoulders, the arms, the chest softening. And like liquid light, feel this move through the body. It's moving from the crown of the head, going down towards the trunk, spreading through the legs, feeling the hips, the legs, the feet. And just floating in this liquid light within the body, around the body, resting completely. Slowly start to notice the body without changing the breath, without moving the body. See that it's in this different state, relaxed state or calm state, or maybe you can sense a lighter feeling, higher, something about it feels higher, lighter. See if you can sense the most subtle change, the most subtle sensation. And then begin to deepen the breath to come back. Start to move the hands and the feet. Maybe take the knees into the chest. And then find your way up to seated. We'll seal our practice today with the sound of Om, letting all the effects of your practice carry into the day, into the weekend, and beyond that as well. Breathing in. Om. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. I honor the light in you that is the same light in me. Namaste.